Hi, I'm Julie Brake. I'm a registered dietitian and my practice Positive Nutrition is in Marietta, Georgia. And today I'm going to talk about timing of nutrition for athletes, really for all active individuals. So if you're a person that dances or swims or plays an organized sport or likes to walk or run or work out on a regular basis, we've got to make sure we get your nutrition in and that we time it with your activities. The main overarching idea is to think about eating every few hours during your awake time. The body typically wants some nutrition every few hours for 12 hours, a little bit longer. Hopefully, you're sleeping for about 8 hours, so 12 to 16 hours would give us our nutrition every few hours during that time. We need to think about when we do our activity. So if you do your activity in the morning, you may or may not be able to get something to eat before that activity. And if you can't, you need to be sure to eat right after. We want to start that nutrition metabolism for the day by eating within about an hour of getting up. So it doesn't have to be immediately. It can be if you're really hungry, if you wake up hungry. If you are going to do a workout in the morning, you might want to get something just simple and easy like a yogurt or a chocolate milk or a smoothie or something like that. And then, we want to kind of move on with the day and get something else to eat after a workout and make sure that we're thinking about the next time that we're going to be able to eat. And we don't need to think about it all the time, but it might take some thinking for a few days just to figure out what's going to work for you. If you are at school during the day, you'll want to, again, eat earlier in the morning or first thing when you get to school, and then have a snack and your lunch during that school day, whether it's the snack first and the lunch next, or the lunch first and the snack next, just depending on when your lunch is time-wise. And then if your activity is going to be right after school, we want to fuel up for that as well. So getting a snack during your last class or an hour or so before you're going to be going to start your activity, again, something that you feel like digests well, whether it's a smoothie or a shake or a bar or a peanut butter sandwich, whatever you feel like is going to settle well for you. And then you want to have things that you can eat and drink during your activity as well, especially if it's going to be a long time period. So if it's going to be 3 or 4 hours of practice or of competition, then having snacks available is going to be helpful for you. Again, shakes or smoothies or bars are perfectly fine to use. You can also use things like cheese sticks and pretzels or whatever you feel like is portable for that circumstance and also will settle well in your stomach during that activity. And thinking about when you're going to be able to take breaks and time that. If you aren't able to eat well during an activity, at least make sure that you get some fluids in and maybe some sports drinks as well to help give you energy. And then be sure to get a meal when you have finished your activity. And we should do that if we're very active in the afternoon or the evening. Getting a meal afterwards is going to be very helpful with as many food groups as you can get in there and really making sure that you eat whatever you feel hungry for. So paying attention to your hunger and fullness during those times when you can really sit and eat a meal is going to be important. So really, we're looking at trying to eat every few hours during your awake time, thinking about when you can eat around your activities and make sure you're fueled up for them as well as refueled after them. You can alternate meals and snacks if you want to, or figure out what times of day it's better to have a little bit smaller amount or a bigger amount. Paying attention to your hunger and fullness to know if you have had enough, and then making sure you get that sleep at night to help with your nutrition cycle. I hope that's helpful for you today. Thank you for watching.